What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you some instructions for the 4-3-3 false 9 that will hopefully win you some games in Ultimate Team. So I got this idea from Inception or Inception XX. He is on YouTube and he also mainly streams as well. So that link will be in the description down below for you guys to go check him out. He's very good. He did this with the 4-3-1-2, which is what he normally plays with. He is very good with that. So hopefully I can kind of do the same thing with the false 9 here, and then hopefully some other formations as well if you guys want to see that. So to start off, we're going to go with the defenders. For center backs, not really anything special. Just stay back while attacking, normal interceptions. So those are going to kind of just stay the same. Those are the default settings actually. But for the left and right back, you are going to want to put them on stay back while attacking. And that is because in the false 9, it is actually deceptively weak defensively for some reason. I don't really know why, but it's also very susceptible to counterattack. So you are really going to want to put your left back and right back at stay back while attacking. Now this does not necessarily mean that they will always stay back while you're attacking. That does not mean that. Because of their high medium work rates, most left backs and right backs do have high medium work rates. That just means that they will not do it as often as if, say, you don't have the stay back while attacking instruction on. They will still get forward sometimes, but just not as often. Before I really go any further, I have to emphasize that work rates are extremely important. Do not underestimate work rates. For right backs and left backs, you really want the high, but like I said, most of them have high medium. So, like I said, stay back while attacking for those right backs and left backs. But with center backs, you really want a low medium or a medium high, or best case scenario, low high work rates. So then, you're not losing a defender while they're sprinting up the field trying to score a goal. So in this case, I do have Castan and Manolas, who both have medium high work rates, which is just fine. Like I said, low high is like the essential thing. That's what you really want, but medium high does the trick as well. Now on to the center defensive mid. This one is actually more of your preference. Personally, I like a big, strong, versatile person here. Like 9 Goalie, he can shoot, he can pass, he can defend, he kind of do everything. He's a versatile player. So I don't really do anything here, and that's also because of his high work rates. He can get back, he can get forward, he can pass, he can link up the play, he can do everything. So in this case, I don't really have anything, it's just the default settings. But say if it was Pogba, who has high medium work rates, I would say for him to stay back while attacking. So in that way he can get back, but because of his high attacking work rates, he can also stay forward and push and shoot occasionally as well. Now onto the center mids, I have them both on stay on the edge of the box for crosses. This one was also kind of inspired by Inceptions. He puts this on a center mid so then they don't get into the box, so then we're susceptible to counterattacks. They kind of stay on the edge of the box, that way if it's a bad cross or the goalie gets it, they have a head start on getting back. I also have them on stick to position, that way they're not going completely central, but they're also not going out wide, and then the midfield is completely barren. So right here it's kind of like a left center mid and a right center mid, which is honestly very good, which is what I like at least. Now remember guys, this is just my preferences. This is just hopefully kind of a base for what you guys will eventually turn into your instructions. If you guys, want something different, if you guys prefer something over another, then definitely do that. This is just kind of a base level thing for you guys to kind of get the hang of instructions, so then you can eventually put your own instructions here. Now on to the attackers. I'll start with the center forward. I have them on stay central and target man, and that is because when I did not really have them on the on these instructions, when they were just balanced or when they were on the default, he would actually get in behind and kind of play like a striker, and that is also because of his high medium work rates. The work rates coming in again. With most strikers, I've noticed kind of a high attacking work rate. So what you're going to want to do is the target man, so that way he kind of stays back a little bit more. He doesn't always sprint forward and try to score those goals. I also have him on stay central because if he veers off to one side or the other, there's going to be kind of the area from 40 to 25 yards away from the box. All of that space is going to be completely barren, because if he is not staying central, he can go off to one side or the other, and then all of that space is going to be completely empty, and we're not going to have a huge build-up play. Finally, for the wingers, this is also a preference thing. For one of them, I have cut inside, get in behind, and then for the other, I have stay wide. Now, for cut inside and get in behind, I personally put them on the person who's quicker and has better shooting. Now, they both have the same pace here. Konoplyanka and Alessandrini, they both have the same pace, but Konoplyanka has better shooting. He can finish it better, so that's why I have him on cut inside and get in behind. Now, I don't do that for the other winger, because if you did that, both wingers would be going into the same area and essentially running into each other, plus one defender could essentially be covering both of them at the same time, leaving the other defender to mark the person who's on the ball, to go man mark someone else, and that could just lead to a crappy attack. Plus, if you're staying out wide, you do kind of have that build up where you can go to the sideline, pass it to the midfield, pass it to your center forward, and then you have the other person who's cut inside and get behind, and you can kind of send him through as well, giving him more space. So that is it for instructions. Real quick, I also want to talk about the goalie. In my opinion, the three most important stats on a goalie are his diving, his reflexes, and his positioning. Now, kicking, I honestly could not care less about. It's not that important. Speed is decently important, but you know, it's compared to like the other stats, I wouldn't really want to give that up for more speed. And for handling, that is pretty important as well. But I mean, if your positioning is not good compared to his handling, he's just going to let in goals rather than, say, just blocking them. The reason I like the diving and the reflexes and the positioning is because that way they can always block the shots. They're always in good position to do that. Their handling's not great. Yeah, they'll occasionally push it into an attacker who has the ball, but if their positioning's not great to begin with, they're always going to let that in more often than, say, the goalie pushing the ball in front of another attacker. So that is going to be the instructions video for the 4-3-3 false 9. Again, if you have some other players that you really want to try, look at their work rates. That is very important. And again, this is just my preferences. These are just what I like. So if you find something else that you like, definitely go do that. And then hopefully you can be winning these games in Ultimate Team. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. It's been DNG. Peace.